What's up, Goody Gary Squad, and welcome back to another video, y'all. So it is happy Monday to everybody. So this is for Mental Health Check Monday. So I have been slacking on mental health checks, but y'all, I am going crazy over here in regards to my mental health. Trying not to be stressed out, trying to make sure I'm getting adequate rest, y'all. So let's get into some of the things that you can do to cope with your mental health, whether it's anxiety, whether it's depression, whether it's just you trying to get a work-home life balance, even if you work from home, or if you're trying to keep up with procrastination and stuff like that. So I'll let you guys know a couple of tips, and I'm not going to be before you guys long because this is not really going to be a long video because I'm like super busy. But let's go ahead and run into this intro and let's get into today's topic, period. So as you can see, I got the kiddo back there. Her hair video is coming out on Wednesday. So I've been trying to film the health checks for the last 2 days, and today is of course Monday, and I'm just getting around to it, and it's 4:04 p.m. This is why I said that it's not going to be a long video, because normally for long videos I do try to get a topic that's gonna last me a minute and talk to you guys in the morning time. But today was a little bit hectic at work, so I really did not be able to get a lot of stuff done. And I'm gonna turn on my air because it is baking outside in this Houston heat, y'all. Whew. So I'm gonna turn my air on for this video because having the windows rolled down is just a no. When I get home, y'all, I'm gonna wash some clothes and probably take a nap. I don't know quite yet what we're doing for dinner, but that's neither here nor there. But as y'all can see, I'm rambling. I'm trying to catch y'all up on my day like this is a normal vlog. But let's get into today's topic, you guys. Today's topic is, what are some ways that I or anybody could cope with what they got going on? In my case, is my anxiety, is bipolar depression, is procrastination. It's a plethora of things, okay? But all of these tips can be able to help each and every one of you, whatever your situation is. So step 1, therapy. I know I talked a little bit about this in my other videos. Y'all, it's nothing wrong with therapy. It's nothing wrong with seeking help when help is needed. First, you gotta know and identify that there is a problem. Once you have that identity that there is a problem, then getting the help that you need it should not be bad, or it shouldn't be, I don't know, people. I'm trying to figure out how I can put this, because people make it seem like it's so bad just for somebody to need therapy. And it really is not that. It's like really not giving that. It's like how people look at therapy is how people look at some sort of sicknesses, like, this is incurable or whatever. And it could be cured. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if the analogy fits, but some people look at therapy like it's the plague, like it's a zombie out to attack you. And it's really nothing wrong with getting therapy when you need it. That's number one, first and foremost. I don't know if I have any guys on my channel watching me. Like, it's nothing wrong for males to want and to get therapy, to seek help. And I'm saying it can happen for all males. And y'all know every time allergy season come, I get sick. So please do not mind me and my asthma, okay? But and I'm not just talking to any predominantly particular males, but in my community, the African American community, men don't like therapy. Why? Because some of y'all, baby, I'm not talking to all y'all, because there's some good men out there. My husband is one of them. But my husband, at some point in time, I felt like my husband needed therapy too. But he was all like, therapy? Girl, who need therapy? And I'm just sitting here looking at him like, we can do this together. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, there's nothing wrong with therapy. But I don't know. If I have any guys watching me down below, whether you white, black, Hispanic, Latina, Asian, Indian, whatever, why don't y'all like therapy? I'm so confused. Why don't guys like therapy? I just need to know that for myself, honestly. I deal with a lot of procrastination. Learn your triggers. That's number 2. Number 2 is learn your triggers. My trigger for me getting down and things of that sort is procrastination. Once I procrastinate and then I know I have to get a lot of stuff done, I tend to get overwhelmed. Very much so. I don't know if that's for everybody or if it's just me, but I'm going to give y'all, I want to give y'all the top 5, and then, if y'all wanted some more, I can go into in another video about it. But that's number 2. Learn your triggers of what's starting you to make you feel like this way. Like, why are you reacting this way? Or why is your head turning back to these things? Whether it's bad memories, whether it's procrastination, what's feeding your anxiety to kind of like make you overwhelmed and, make you not self-aware and like make you not feel like you're here. So that's another thing. That's number 2, that you need to learn that, okay? Once you do those things, identify the problem, seek therapy. And then when you start your self-healing journey, you have to weed the things out that is not going to be for you, because you want to go ahead and protect your peace. So by doing so, by protecting your peace and weeding those things out, you got to learn your triggers. So then you got 1, you got 2 ways, okay? Sometimes once you get that done, some people is not, as bad off as others as far as mental stability and things like that and having to cope. So if those 2 things work for you right off bat, I'm happy for you. I'm happy that, that was able to help you and to move forward into your healing process, into your healing journey to get better. But for my ladies, my fellas, my sisters, brothers, and cousins, that goes a little deeper, like myself here is the next 3 tips that I would say. If you're struggling with procrastination like me, and when I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself too. Make sure you get a schedule. I have been doing this myself, and it has been working so good for me. Sometimes I might get off a schedule. Sometimes my schedule might not end up the way that I had planned it to be, but at least I made the schedule to put it in my mind that this is what I'm going to do at this time, this is what I'm going to do at this time, this is what I'm going to do at this time. Now that we're moving, my schedule has been kind of wonky, but what I'm going to work on doing after we move is getting a actual scheduling book so I can do like the to-do list. Right now I was doing it in my phone or whatever the case may be, but y'all, it's just not working for me. Especially like right now, I feel like I haven't had a break in like a while. Like when I do get a break, I have to do something else. So it's not like I have a break for myself, for my woosah moment. So I cannot wait till we get back home as far as getting back to Virginia, because I'm really going to ask my mother-in-law, like, take the children. You need 2 weeks. You want them for 2 weeks? Take the children, because, ma'am, I want to sleep for 3 days straight with no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just need to rest. I need to rest. So once I really get myself together when it comes to my sleep and all of this stuff that I got going on, once I get that straight, y'all, I swear it's only up from here, like, for real. So that's number 3. Get you a to-do list each and every day to get you in a habit and a habitual routine. You know how some of y'all is easy to be habitual liars out here? Yes, get you a to-do list so you can be a habitual planner, you know, so you can plan your day so it can become a habit. I'm sorry, y'all. Not trying to cause, any of y'all family members habitual liars, but y'all know what I'm saying. I know y'all know that one habitual liar or whatever that try to gaslight you and things like that. I know y'all know somebody like that, but that's neither here nor there. How you deal with those people is learning your triggers. Go back to number 2, learning your triggers to know how to weed those type of people out your life. And then number 3, after you weed them out your life, you need to come up with some better habits. So, baby, we're going to make a to-do list, to make a schedule, to, plan your day, set some goals. Even if it's not a schedule, put out some of your goals that you want to do and put out when you want to achieve them, when you're going to start achieving them, when your goal is up. Like, give yourself a monthly challenge. That's what I'm going to start doing. And, we'll come back and reconvene of, baby doll. We're going to come back and reconvene of how that helped you or whatever. So that's number 3. So I have 2 more and then I got to get out here because he going to start crying. We in this parking lot waiting for his daddy to come out. But number 4 for me is, if you're not into therapy, if you're not into all of that stuff, get some self-meditation. Whatever that is for you, you do that. So for me, my meditation is maybe reading a book on my Kindle late at night to get my me time. Or maybe it's to listen to some music for 30 minutes. Maybe it's me going on a walk for 30 minutes and being one with nature. Like, you have to have some you time for yourself. Like, my therapist told me, like, literally set out at least 30 minutes for myself a day. Whether it's reading a book, whether it's taking a shower for 30 minutes, whether it's, like going on a walk, like I said, like, just make sure you set out time for yourself. We are trying so hard and we spend all of our time being mothers, fathers, sisters, brother, cousins, husbands, wives, whoever you are to whoever you are to for, like, whether you're a mom, whether you're a dad, whether you're a sister, a brother, a caregiver. Like I said, we spend so much time doing for others that we don't take care of ourselves, and we end up breaking down, and it starts weighing on our mental. So make sure y'all do that every day. Set 30 minutes. And mine is different each day, because one day I might just want to, after a shower, even though I take probably like a 10-15 minute shower to get to the baby, once I put the baby to bed, maybe me listening to some music or listening to some scriptures is my 30 minutes for myself. And, it varies and it changes each night. Like, each night, maybe I read a book, or maybe I get into a devotional, or maybe I listen to a podcast. Like, let me tell y'all, baby, if y'all haven't missed the Crying So Bad podcast, I love that podcast. Another podcast that I've been listening to, I can't think of her name right now. I know her first name is Megan, but I can't think of her last name or her channel name, but I will try to link it below or put it in the cards. But I was watching her podcast and I'm just like, yo, this is so spiritual. Like, to see somebody else go on their spiritual journey and, get a lot of tips and, moving forward, like, this is like amazing to me. So I'm gonna leave it up in here in the cards, y'all. I love her podcast. I listen to her podcast. I'll leave each podcast that I listen to somewhere up in here, but I listen to their podcast, y'all, and I'm probably not gonna be able to put it in the cards by the time I get home or whatever, or by the time it uploads. So just know that if you haven't seen them in the cards, just come on back, play it again so you can click the cards. I'm gonna try to have it up there by tonight, because I want to go ahead and edit this out and put it up while I'm sitting here. But we're gonna see how that goes, because I do not have any Wi-Fi right now because I'm out and about. So that's number 4. Make sure that you set some time out for yourself. And number 5, my favorite is if you have a spouse, make sure that you do have some type of open communication with them, because which me and my husband, I think we're going to do a sit down on this. I don't know if it's going to be for a mental health check Monday or just one of our segments or whatever. But if y'all want to see a story time of, or not even a story time, just a sit down vlog, a chit chat about how was he able to cope with my diagnosis, or how was he able to start being in a way to where he can effectively be there for me, or effectively, I can't find the words right now, but effectively understand what I was going through, even though he never went through it before. Or how could he have effectively been there for me emotionally? I think that's what I was looking for. But make sure that y'all gain that with y'all partner, if y'all have a partner and y'all going through this, because you can't go through this alone. But you can't go through this alone. So it's very much effective if you have somebody who can be in some type of emotional support while you're going through your healing process, or even just while you're going through therapy. Because at first my husband, he didn't know how to be there for me, because he had never been with somebody who was going through the struggles that I was going through mentally. So all of this was so new to him. Like, yes, I was able to pour into him, be his positive light and things of that sort when he was down. But when I was down, he was like, wait a minute, you're so strong. It's hard to see you down. You feel what I'm saying? So he did not know how to differentiate between, us goofing off, and then when I'm in my mode, he not understanding. So it took us a while to get to the place where we had effective communication, to where I won't shut down and I'm able to open up and talk to him like when I'm in those moods. And he's effectively now, because at first him trying to be there for me, I was just like, listen, this is not effective. It's absolutely making me feel a little bit worse, because he would try to be, I don't want to say be mean, but he will try to show me tough love, like, oh, get out of your own head. Like, but when you're in that moment and when you're that low, like, that's not something that you want to hear. Like, it's going to make you feel absolutely 10 times worse. And once we got to a healthier space in our marriage, that I had to let him know, like, to me, that's not helping me. Let's go on this journey together. Let's see how you can effectively be there for me. Let's see how I'm able to accept you being there for me, and how you're saying things. Like, we had to start changing how we talk to one another and things like that. So it's different ways that you can go about this. But that's number 5. Make sure that you have some type of support, whether it's family, friends, or a spouse, sister, brother, that's going to be able to strongly be there for you when you need that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, going through this by yourself is never easy. So having somebody that's going to be supportive of what you got going on is very much, it helps the load in the healing process along a little smoother. Because at first, like I said, he was opposed to therapy and stuff like that. But once he has set in on one of my virtual therapies, and he was like, oh, this is not what I expected it to be. But I understand, like, okay, this could be good, blah, blah, blah. Like, he was like, okay, this is dope now. Like, so he started listening to my therapies. And, when I was back in Richmond, like, I had a therapist that we video chat all the time. So he was just like, yes, I love it, XYZ. And at that point, we started to try to understand each other. But I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog right here. If y'all want a part 2 of how I'm coping, or what are some ways and tips and tricks that I can share with you guys of how to cope and how to start getting the process going on your mental health journey, and just on your spiritual journey in general, or just what are the signs and what are the first steps to taking the first step forward. Because after you already identified there's a problem, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and that notification bell. It could tell you when your girl comes back for another video for Mental Health Check Monday. And it has been a great Mental Health Monday. Happy Mondays to everybody. And it's your girl, J. Marie, because it's Ma. Y'all hear this? This boy about to cut up, y'all, so I got to get out of here and get busy and see where the heck my husband at so we can go home. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all next week on Mental Health Check Monday. And then, y'all, I'll see y'all in another vlog. Okay? Bye, y'all.